Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Today is Sunday, so we're gonna have a little Sunday fun day. Chelsea's on her way into the shop, and it's just gonna be a nice relaxing day of automotive improvement. Chelsea's gonna work on cleaning some of the inside of the car and tidying things up in that area. I'm gonna work on new coolant, new exhaust, and something else I can't remember. Oh yeah, the transmission wiring crispiness. I'm gonna try and fix that up. That's what's in store for today. Stay tuned. All right, getting started with the coolant, we gotta go ahead and drain the old coolant, so go ahead and pop this off, and I haven't inspected this radiator, but it's right down here, and I bet there's a drain plug somewhere down there. We'll put it in the old B is for bucket. By the way, I didn't name it that. Jason Fensky from Engineering Explained gave me this bucket like 2 years ago. Says this is the official B is for bucket, you can put stuff in it. Thanks, Jason. Chelsea has arrived. She's cleaning the vinyl, the leftover vinyl off of the car. One of the viewers said that it was annoying his OCD, so I figured it has to be done. Why not? The radiator is completely drained, and now we're gonna move on to replacing this radiator reservoir. So this is a plastic one, and I heard that they are a little bit prone to cracking with old age. So we have a metal one. Now this one's a little bit prone to old age because it's old. But I'll give it a little spiff up real quick, a little wire wheel, clean it out with some water, and then this is gonna get placed right in here. It's very self-explanatory if you wanna do this at home. One hose here, one hose here, one hose here, and you bolt it on right here, and you're done. Got the aluminum reservoir all installed. That just went really easily. So this is what we pulled out. And you can see it's all plastic and got plastic fittings down here and here. If one of those snapped off, you're completely stuck on the road there. So that's why people switch over to the aluminum. You know, after 10 or so years, plastic can get brittle. So we have aluminum here. This is our cap, and it is aged. So I will be picking up another one of these, but temporarily that'll work. And now it's time to go ahead and refill the system. So we're gonna fill from here, and I'm not sure about from here or not, but I got a new gravity funnel that'll put a lot of pressure on it. So we can fill from whatever spot we need. And while I refill that with new radiator fluid, oh, by the way, I just read online and went with green. So green, not cheap green, and that's what people told me, so that's what I'm doing. While I'm doing that, Chelsea's gonna jump onto the interior, and she's gonna start cleaning up the any remnants of the carpet that was left over from yesterday, some of the ash and burn marks over there with the wire wheel, you know, just basically anything that's left over from the carpet demolition last night. All right, the cooling system is refilled. We're obviously gonna wanna start the engine and let it run with a little bit of pressure against it to let the air bubbles out. But before we turn the engine on, I wanna go ahead and replace the exhaust. So this is our exhaust replacement, but you can tell it's obviously not an entire exhaust. That's because this car already came with a Japanese cat back, and this is essentially the cat pipe. So I thought it was kind of cool that it had like an actual JDM from JDM, like Japanese catback, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep that on the car. And the JDM downpipes on these cars are pretty cool. They don't have any resonators in them or anything blocking the flow, so we're good there. So we'll basically have a full free-flowing exhaust system with no resonators, no cats, no nothing blocking our way until we get back to the muffler, which will just do a little bit of muffling of the sound. Can't wait to hear how it sounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump under there and let's see what we're dealing with. All right, once we get underneath the car, we can see the downpipe here. And like I said, there's really nothing to it. It's just a solid pipe, which is great. This is where the cat pipe kind of bolts into there. And then we have our cat right there. There's some weird thing coming out of the side of that. I'm assuming that's something with like EGR and exhaust recirculation, and maybe a way to measure catness stuff. But I think we're gonna have to block that off one way or another, or leave it detached, I don't know. And then coming back here, there's an exhaust hanger, and then it's going to connect up to our catback exhaust right there. So this is the big piece we're going to be replacing, and I just got to take it out. Status update on the interior. Chelsea is about halfway done and it is looking fantastic. That is so much better. Like I said, I don't know if the carpets are going to come in time before our road trip, but if we have to drive like this, I'm cool with that. I think before I lay some seats in there, we're going to go ahead and put some rust killing paint on the little spots that have just the tiniest bit of surface rust. But it's looking great. All right, that cat pipe is out. You can see it was right there, and then it goes right back to back there. So that's awesome. And the other really cool thing is it gives us a great view of our crispified wires situation and our sensors that need to be replaced. So for instance, there's one right up there. Sorry, these are pretty hard to see. One right there, and one right there, and one up there. That's our 3 sensors that we need to replace. And this wiring bundle, don't want that in my mouth. It's right there. It's all right there. All right, we got our wiring harness right here and our gauges right here. It's time to jump underneath and get to work on rewiring that entire transmission harness. Ran into an interesting issue down below. The vehicle speed sensor actually couldn't come out of the transmission because it was hitting the transmission tunnel wall. So that must be a drop the transmission type of situation for that sensor to come out, which I'm not going to do. So I just took the burnt wire, and where the burnt wire ended, or started, and we went back to clean wire. I cut and then connected in at clean wire to the pigtail, and then that is going to come to this harness, which we are actually able to pull from underneath up above, so it'll be easier to work on. And this is what we're going to go ahead and replace. We're going to thin it out. I'm going to take out the neutral position sensor because that thing's toast down there and I don't care about it, and some other stuff that we don't need. And then we will go ahead and put on our new plugs, which are, they're over there in that pile over there. We'll put on our new plugs so we can send it down to the bottom and connect that up. Harness has been repaired. Now I just got to jump underneath and plug it into the sensor, and I'm going to zip tie it up into where it belongs. Then I got to throw on the exhaust. I got to do this quickly because I told Chelsea we'd go on a date tonight and it's getting late, so let's go. There we go, that's the wires finished up and the new exhaust is installed. Let's jump back up top and see how it sounds. All right, Chelsea's gonna start the car. Let's see how it sounds. There's that piece from Brown. You can't turn the windshield wipers on? You got them? Sounds good. See that our gauges are now working. We are really low on fuel as expected. Whatever that means for the oil, looks good. Rev it up a little bit, Chelsea. Let's see the RPMs work. There we go. Looking good. All right, I think that exhaust sounds really good. We gotta go, it's date night. I'm not so sure if I'm dressed appropriately. I gotta clean up. All dressed up for date night. Gotta take golfing. Girls love golfing. Back to the parking lot because I forgot one thing. Life hack. Aha! Everybody knows sugar gives you like way worse hangovers. Plus, just not super healthy to have a bunch of sugar in one night. It doesn't really matter where you go. You're not going to get a good sugar-free cocktail. Mine and Chelsea's hack is vodka sodas. Score to that, score to that. Now you have Kool-Aid vodka soda. Golfing was fun. Chelsea, you have fun?
Absolutely.
That was a fun date night. I wish I got to drive the M5 home. See you home, babe. We're on our way home. We got a big night because we're gonna make some merch. Oh, also I bought another Harbor Freight MIG welder. My last one lasted me 15 years, and it's just a little slow nowadays. That one I got on sale, 50 bucks. All right, back home in the old B is for Build decal room. So this is kind of a new thing. When we did that last sale, I accidentally sold too many small B is for Build decals. So I really quickly had to figure out like how to use my decal printer and how to make decals in-house. Before that, I'd only really ever made one in my life. But now I know how to do it. So I learned it and I'm stoked on it. So I figured let's make a limited edition run of decals for the RX7 build. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. I'm gonna jump on that computer and let's see what I can come up with. I figured since we got our new exhaust on today, B is for BRAP was in order. That's gonna be the official hashtag for this build. And I thought the rotary B is for build was pretty sick too. So these are two pretty small. If you look at them against like a laptop monitor, they're like kind of stickers, decal size for the quarter window. But these are two stickers, decals that we just made. A lot of you guys have been asking for new merch on the shop, and I really wanted to make something to support the RX7 build quickly. So that's what these are gonna be. These are limited edition decals for the RX7. I'm gonna make 100 of these, and once they're gone, they're gone. So I'm gonna make 100 of each of those. They're gonna be on the shop right now, the time that this episode drops, so like 2 p.m. tomorrow, which is right now for you. Anyways, check out the shop. It's bsforbuild.com. They'll be on the homepage. If they're not sold out, you can grab one. Other than that, we're gonna do some shirts, and I don't know what else we'll do, but I'm working on a new merch outlet rather than what we did last time. The last two different methods that we've done, we did one was a local print, and those guys just take too long to get the shirts made, and then we have a ton of overstock, which is why we had so much stuff to sell when everything went on sale. And then we used Amazon the last time, but they only sell it to the US people, and that's not cool for people internationally. So I'm working on a solution. Hopefully it won't have to be Amazon again, but I'll get something sorted out in the next few days for you guys. Thanks so much for all the support. That's where I'm gonna end this one. I'm stoked. I'm gonna print off 100 of each of these. I love being able to make these decals. This is really cool. So I'm gonna make those right now, and then I'm gonna get to bed, because tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early, go back to the DMV. I'm gonna get a trip permit for that RX7. I don't wanna get it on the road. I wanna drive it. I'm excited. I'm gonna drive on the wrong side of the road tomorrow. I almost forgot. Thanks to our sponsor, JDM Buyer. Check out their website, jdmbuyer.com. Check it out. Wheels shipped to your door for $250 or less. That's not bad for sending a set of wheels across the ocean. And the first set of decals is out and out of the printer. Looking good. That's it for the night. See you tomorrow. Peace.